Welcome to a quick picks episode of the Legacy Warriors podcast, where I'll be quickly running through LFA 223, which goes down tonight, and Cage Warriors 198, which goes down Saturday morning slash afternoon. Also, just a quick heads up. Audio sounds horrible. I know. I apologize. I'm not obviously not in my studio. I'm out of town, just doing this on my laptop on my shitty Beats headphones as well. So, again, as a guy who prides himself on quality from audio to visuals, I apologize this week. But still going to get you guys the predictions because that's what you guys are here for. Now, I do want to quickly apologize off the bat that I was unable to get out breakdowns for Cage Warriors 197. I did quickly get it out for the Patreon folks in written form so they know what's up as the fights are going on as I'm actually recording right now. And then LFA 223 actually kicks off in a few hours here. So I'm hoping to quickly get this out for you guys so most of you can take advantage of it. But if you want to get the picks and track plays, just make sure you check out the link in the comments below. I'll just pin it there for you guys. And I already posted my full predictions, final plays, final picks, all that good stuff, and the confident plays on the Patreon. But I'll just be doing quick picks here for you guys for both LFA 223 and Cage Warriors 198. Yeah, the speed is time is of the essence, I guess you can say here. So I'm not going to talk too much about these fights. We'll just give you straight picks. So let's get right into it. Also, no timestamps. So, because I'm just going to be saying who the winner is for every single matchup as I announce it. So let's get right into it. First up, Hope Chase, minus 275 going up against Nikola Kasperska, plus 235. I'm going Hope Chase. Then we got Musaib Bayina plus 750 going up against Travon Eller coming in at minus 1200. I'm gonna go Eller there, grinds that out pretty easy, but minus 1200 way too wide. Next we got Nick Eldridge coming in at plus 160 going up against, Nick Eldridge coming in at minus 185. Sebastian Ruiz coming in at plus 160. I'm gonna go Ruiz to stop the takedowns and batter him on the feet. So give me the underdog there. Then we got a low-level heavyweight fight here between Alex Morrow, who comes in at plus 350, going up against RJ Harris, who comes in at minus 450. I'm going Harris, just think he's a little bit more capable, and Morrow coming off a bad injury. Then we got Jake Woodley coming in at minus 600, going up against Adland Benson, who comes in at plus 425. I'm going to go Woodley here to grind Benson out and utilize that superior wrestling, maybe even find a TKO finish. Then we got Farman Hassanov coming in at minus 700, going up against Abdurrahman Fazilov, who comes in at plus 500. I'm going to go Hassanov, who's pretty much a much better version of Fazilov. Should be able to knock him out within 2 rounds as well. Then we got Jade Sheely coming in at plus 235, going up against Alini David, who comes in at minus 275. Not a big David fan, but I think she wins this fight. Just a little bit more athletic and physical all around, and I expect it to come under 2.5 rounds. Next up, we got Kevin Carrier coming in at plus 245, going up against Kelton Sneeve, who comes in at minus 290. I'm going to go Kelton Sneeve here, just better overall. Carrier, more of a hometown guy that sells tickets, and I just don't think he has what it takes to beat a guy like Sneeve. Next up, we got Cole Alexanian coming in at plus 215, going up against Tanner Tremblay, who comes in at minus 255. I think Tremblay is a very good prospect, a dark horse right now, and I think he runs through Alexanian, eventually gets that finish under 2.5 rounds. Then we got Joe Taylor coming in at plus 600, going up against Sheila Ladd, who comes in at minus 900. Striker versus grappler here, but the grappler is far more suited for MMA, so I'm going to go Ladd, and I think he gets it done over 1.5 rounds. Then we got Kyle Pufal coming in at plus 450, going up against Steve Collins, who comes in at minus 600. I'm going to go Scuba Steve here, as I just think he's far better than Pufal. Might take him a little bit to get him out of there, so I'm going to say over 1.5. Then we got a tough finale, or tough bout, tough veterans from the most season. Jeff Creighton going up against Diego Bianchini. Pretty much pick 'em price here. I'm going to go Creighton, grinding Bianchini out and winning this fight over 2.5 rounds. Then we got the main event, Luis Francis Chinelli coming in at minus 500, going up against Jonathan Piersma, who comes in at plus 375. Piersma, I think, will struggle to hold Francis Trinelli down. That should lead to Francis Trinelli picking him apart and eventually finishing him under 2.5 rounds. All right, let's move over to Cage Warriors 198. Now, again, this goes down Saturday. Let's get right into it. Chris Morris coming in at -700, going up against Theo Pino, who comes in at +400. I think Morris easily gets this done. -700 makes it sound pretty convincing as well. Oliver Tero coming in at -600, going up against David Menent. Tero, again, another layup type of fight for him here to get this done relatively easily. Also, I did skip over Matthew Friel, who's going to be taking on Nathaniel Woods. Woods is taking this fight on weigh-in day, and there are no odds, so I'm just going to completely skip that there. Next up, we got Christian Soda coming in at -200, going up against Roman David, who comes in at +160. I think Soda, better striker, better grappler as well. -200 makes sense, so I'm going to take him to win this fight, probably grinding it out. Then we got Jack McLaughlin coming in at -190, going up against Enrico DeGanghi, who comes in at +160. DeGanghi has a salty 4-4 record, but this guy's fought some very tough competition and made a great account of himself each time, and expecting to give a vet lesson to Jack McLaughlin here to pull off the upset. Next up, we got Fran Breen coming in at -240, going up against Ayub Nasser, who comes in at +165. Breen did make a mistake a few fights ago, but I think he's learned from it, and he's going to look much better here. He's already pulled off a victory since that defeat, and I think he'll pick apart Nasser and win this fight, probably late finish. Then we got Shea Ingram coming in at -450, going up against Wellington Lopez, who comes in at +275. Lopez is no slouch, so he does have a striking advantage in this matchup, but I think Ingram will be able to get to his grappling with relative ease. But again, I think it will be a little bit more difficult. I shouldn't say with ease. I think he'll win, but it might be with a little bit of adversity. Next up, Jack Humphreys, -2,000, going up against Joab Souza, who comes in at +1,000. Humphreys, smash. Next up, veteran Tim Wilde coming in at -125, going up against Oscar Owensworth, who comes in at -105. Both guys strikers, but I like Wilde's more mobile striking style and output, and I think he'll be able to pick apart Owensworth and edge this one out on the scorecards. Co-main event, we got Chris Bungard coming in at -150, going up against Simone Patrizzi, who comes in at +120. I think Patrizzi was a solid prospect, but it's really starting to fall off for him here, and I think the veteran should be able to get to his game and really grind Patrizzi out. And then the main event, we got a title fight here between Umar Tugarov coming in at -260, going up against O'Neal Brown, who comes in at +175. I think Tugarov avoids the power punching of Brown and eventually grinds him out. Maybe gets a late finish here as Brown starts to slow, but I like Tugarov here to retain his title. There you guys go. All done within about 9 minutes or so there for you guys. Again, I'm out of town. I'm visiting family. A lot of sightseeing and stuff to do with the family, hence why it's been a little bit tough for me to get to all this content for you guys. So I appreciate the understanding. Hopefully we're able to cash some tickets in the meantime. And again, no events next week. I will actually be moving it as well. So perfect timing for all that to be happening at the same time. And then we'll be back at it the following week, which I believe is going to be for UFC 323, as well as Cage Warriors 199 and PFL MENA. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be back at it. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Good luck on all your action this weekend, and I'll see you guys again in about a week's time. Peace.